Judas Iscariot sókè láti fira rẹ̀ sí àyè ibi.
Be careful.
Kíyèsára o.
When you are getting to something that will inspire you to something that will cause catastrophe in your life.
Tí o bá ti ń súnmọ́ ohun tó mọ̀ yìí pé tó o bá ṣe kinní yìí yóò mú wàhálà bó wọnú ayé rẹ.
Be careful.
Kíyèsára o.
Then when the disciples saw this,
Nígbà àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀yìn rí eléyìí.
listen to me.
Tẹ́tí sílẹ̀.
Something happened.
Ohun kan ṣẹlẹ̀.
Look at verse 8.
Ẹ wo ẹsẹ̀ kẹjọ.
But when Jesus' disciples saw it,
Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀yìn rẹ̀ rí i.
when the disciples saw how this woman was pouring alabaster oil on Jesus,
Nígbà tí àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀yìn rí bí obìnrin yìí ṣe ń fi òróró alabásà sórí Jésù.
they had indignation.
Inú wọn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí í ru.
Not Judas Iscariot had indignation.
Kì í ṣe Judas Iscariot ló ní inú ríru o.
I
ìrunú.
thank God for Matthew. He was sincere.
Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run fún Matthew.
Yes, he was sincere.
Ó jẹ́ olóòótọ́.
He was not tribalistic.
Kò jẹ́.
He reported the story
Ó sọ ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn bó ṣe rí.
because another place in the Bible say Judas Iscariot was angry because he was a thief.
Ibò mìíràn wà nínú àwọn orí mìíràn tó sọ fún wa pé inú bí Judas nítorí pé olè ni.
When the woman was pouring her oil,
Nígbà tí obìnrin yẹn tó ń da òróró lé Jésù lórí.
but they lied against him. They lied.
Wọ́n purọ́ lòdì sí i.
But Matthew here reported the truth.
Ṣùgbọ́n Matthew ó sọ òtítọ́.
He said,
Ó ní
the disciple, there was indignation.
nínú àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀yìn onírúurú wà.
Do you hear? Look at it.
Ẹ wò ó.
And when his disciples, all of them, saw it,
Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀yìn gbogbo wọn tí wọ́n rí.
they had indignation.
Inú wọn ru.
Nobody was exempted here.
Kò sẹ́nìkan tó yọ sílẹ̀ nù wọn. Níbí.
Do you know what indignation means?
Ǹjẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ tó ń jẹ́ ìrunú?
And anger.
Ìbínú.
That why is Jesus enjoying?
Kí ló tí Jésù fi ń gbádùn báyìí?
Why is somebody honoring Jesus?
Kí ló tí ẹnìkan fi ń bu ọlá fún Jésù báyìí?
So I think they love Jesus. I never know Peter, all the disciples didn't love Jesus.
Èmi ti rò pé àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀yìn wọ́n fẹ́ràn Jésù ni bó ṣe mọ̀ pé wọ́n fẹ́ràn rẹ̀ ni.
How will I love you? How will I say I love you when something that is benefiting your life is coming to you and I get angry?
Ẹ jọ̀wọ́ báwo mo ṣe lè sọ pé mo fẹ́ràn yín tí mo wá rí kóhun rere ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí yín tí ló wàá máa bí mi.
Your child has invited you to America. Your child has invited you to UK. And you are coming to give testimony here. I am angry.
Ọmọ rẹ tó wà nílùú òyìnbó ó ní kó o wá nílùú òyìnbó kó o wá gbádùn ó wá ń jẹ́rìí níbí inú wa ń bí mi.
Your brother,
Arákùnrin rẹ
same mother, same father.
tó tí ìyá àti bàbá kan náà ló
Your
bí yín.
sister,
Arábìnrin rẹ
same father, same mother.
ìyá kan àti bàbá kan ló bí yín.
He heard that you are given appointment with federal government.
Ó gbọ́ wípé ìjọba àpapọ̀ wọ́n fún ọ ní ìwé ipò kan.
And she was not happy.
Inú rẹ̀ ò wá dùn mọ́.
And you say he loves you.
Wá lòun fẹ́ràn rẹ.
It was what happened.
Ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn.
I never knew the disciples and the apostles didn't love Jesus
Èmi kò
Christ.
mọ̀ wípé àwọn àpọ́stélì àtàwọn ọmọ ẹ̀yìn Jésù wọn fẹ́ràn Jésù.
Don't let them deceive you.
Má jẹ́ kán tàn ẹ́ jẹ.
I love Jesus
Mo fẹ́ràn Jésù
more than the apostles.
ju àwọn àpọ́stélì lọ.
They have indignation
Ìrunú wà láàrin wọn.
because of what they saw coming to Jesus Christ.
Torí ohun rere tó ń tọ̀ Jésù wá.
How? Then look at what they said.
Ẹ wo ohun tó ń sọ.
Look at what they said.
Ẹ wo ohun tó ń sọ.
To what purpose is this waste?
Nítorí kí ni a ṣe ń fi èyí ṣòfò?
Excuse me.
Ẹ jọ̀wọ́.
To what purpose is this waste?
Èrèdí wo la fi ń fi kíní yìí ṣòfò?
Excuse me.
Ẹ jọ̀wọ́.
They had indignation.
Inú ru wọn.
Not because Peter is enjoying, not because John was enjoying, but because Jesus Christ was enjoying something.
Kì í ṣe pé nítorí pé Pétérù ń gbádùn tàbí John ń gbádùn, ṣùgbọ́n nítorí Jésù ó ń gbádùn.
You see why you have to connect to Jesus, not to anybody in the Bible.
Ìdí nìyẹn tó fi jẹ́ pé o nílò láti sora rẹ pọ̀ mọ́ Jésù, kì í ṣe ẹnikẹ́ni nínú Bíbélì.
Because nobody is worth of emulation in the Bible outside Jesus Christ.
Torí pé lẹ́yìn Jésù kò sẹ́ni tó tún ṣe so ara rẹ̀ pọ̀ mọ́ nínú Bíbélì mọ́.
Because all the people in the Bible outside Jesus has one defect or the other.
Torí gbogbo èèyàn tó rí nínú Bíbélì yẹn yàtọ̀ sí Jésù, gbogbo wọn ni wọ́n ní àrùn kan lára.
Yes. How can you rate these people here?
Ipò wo lẹ fẹ́ tò àwọn èèyàn wọ̀nyí sí báyìí?
To what purpose is this waste you are pouring on Jesus
Kí
Christ?
ni èrè dídà fi tó ń dà lérí Jésù ìṣòfò?
All of them,
Gbogbo wọn ni o.
they were annoyed.
Inú ń bí wọn gan.
Indignation means anger.
Ìrunú túmọ̀ sí ìbínú ńlá.
Indignity, that is ìrunú ńlá.
Ìrunú ńlá.
Do you know what that one means? Affront to one's dignity, to attack somebody's dignity.
Ìyẹn ni wípé láti gbógun tì ohun tí Ọlọ́run ṣe fún ẹni yẹn.
Do you know what it means to affront?
Ǹjẹ́ o mọ tí ó jẹ́ kéèyàn gbógun tì tàbí kó bá jà?
To insult somebody intentionally. To insult somebody intentionally.
Láti tàbùkù èèyàn.
Oh, thank you.
Láti inú ọkàn rẹ wá.
Intentionally.
Ní tó kàn mọ̀ọ́mọ̀.
Thank you. Especially openly.
Pàápàá jùlọ ohun tó o ṣe ní gbangba.
When you disgrace somebody openly.
Tó o tàbùkù èèyàn ní gbangba.
The Bible didn't record the fullness of their action there to us.
Bíbélì kò kọ sílẹ̀ gbogbo ìhùwàsí wọn kò kọ tán.
But it summarized it on the hard indignation.
Ṣùgbọ́n ó sọ lérèfé wípé wọ́n ní ìrunú.
Insult intentionally.
Kí á tàbùkù èèyàn ní kéèyàn mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ tàbùkù ènìyàn.
Openly.
Ló gbangba.
To confront. They confronted Jesus
Láti
Christ.
dojú kọ̀yàn ní gbangba.
Oh my God. They confronted Jesus Christ.
Wọ́n dojú kọ Jésù ní gbangba.
All of them.
Gbogbo wọn.
Excuse me.
Ẹ jọ̀wọ́.
Excuse me.
Ẹ jọ̀wọ́.
I told you.
Mo sọ fún yín.
The hatred that helped or aided Judas Iscariot to betray Jesus Christ.
Ìkórìíra tó ru Júdásì sókè láti dà Jésù.
You have to be very careful.
O gbọ́dọ̀ kíyèsára o.
When people are doing something around you or misbehaving around you or challenging something around you, whatever people are doing around you, never let it draw you to what they are doing. Have your own mind.
Kíyèsára bí ẹnikẹ́ni bá ń hùwà pálapàla kan tàbí tó ń ṣe tí ò tọ́ tàbí tó ń fẹ́ gbégbèsè tí kò dára láyìíká rẹ, kíyèsára kó má bàa tira rẹ bọnú irú ìwà bẹ́ẹ̀.
Look at what they said.
Ẹgbọ́n tó wí.
To Jesus Christ.
Sí Jésù.
Tears nearly came from my eyes when the Holy Spirit was showing me here.
Omijé fẹ́rẹ̀ máa bọ́ lójú mi nígbà tí Ẹ̀mí Mímọ́ fi bí hàn mí báyìí.
All of them.
Gbogbo wọn ni.
Look at what they said.
Ẹgbọ́n tó wí.
Verse 9.
Ẹsẹ̀ kẹsàn-án.
For this ointment might have been sold much and given to the poor.
Àbá sáà ta ìkunra yìí ní owó iyebíye, àbá sì fi fún àwọn tálákà.
That means they are more interested in the poor more than in Jesus Christ.
Ìyẹn ni wípé.
They are more interested in the poor.
Ìyẹn ni wípé wọ́n fi iye wọn sí àwọn tálíkà ju Jésù lọ.
Tálíkà kàn wọ́n gbọ̀ngbọ̀n ju Jésù lọ. They are more interested in the poor than Jesus.
Tálíkà kàn wọ́n gbọ̀ngbọ̀n ju Jésù lọ.
Sometimes.
Ìgbà mìíràn.
What is happening around us, we want to make us more interested in ourselves more than Jesus Christ.
Ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láyìíká wa ó lè kàn wá gbọ̀ngbọ̀n ju Jésù lọ.
It will make us to be more concerned about ourselves than Jesus.
Yóò jẹ́ kí ọ̀rọ̀ tara wa kó kàn wá gbọ̀ngbọ̀n ju ti Jésù lọ.
With work and yet you have a lack and money is coming, something must tell you, at least we gather people in the church. Who can solve this one? Let me solve my own. That is exactly what I am talking about.
a nílò owó láti fi ṣiṣẹ́ olúwa ṣùgbọ́n o sì ní àìní kan tó fẹ́ fowó ṣe wàá wá rò nínú ọkàn rẹ wípé àwọn kan kúkú wà tí wọ́n lówó nínú ilé ìjọsìn wọ́n á máa yanjú ti chọ́ọ̀chì jẹ́ kí n máa yanjú ti ilé mi ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ gan nìyẹn.
They said, for this ointment might have been sold for much and be given to the poor.
ìyẹn ni pé ó ní àbáṣà àta ìkunra yìí ní owó iyebíye kí a sì fi fún àwọn tálákà.
Look at me here.
ẹ wò mí níbí.
When Jesus knew this,
nígbà tí Jésù mọ eléyìí.
when Jesus had this,
nígbà Jésù gbọ́ èyí.
when Jesus understood this,
nígbà tí òye yìí yé Jésù.
what was his reaction? I want to stop.
kí ló wá ṣe kí ló ìhùwàsí wo ló ṣe.
Don't forget,
ẹ kíyèsí.
Judas was in this scenario.
Júdásì ó wà nínú ìṣe yẹn.
He was among the multitude
ó wà láàrin ọgọ́rùn ènìyàn.
who were unitedly opposing the alabaster oil coming on Jesus Christ.
tí wọ́n fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ tí wọ́n ṣe lòdì sí obìnrin yẹn lórí òróró alabasta.
They are not against the woman but against Jesus.
kì í ṣe obìnrin yẹn ni wọ́n lòdì sí o Jésù ni.
When Jesus understood,
nígbà tí òye yé Jésù.
in verse 10,
ní ẹsẹ̀ kẹwàá.
when Jesus understood it,
nígbà tí Jésù mọ̀.
he said unto them,
ó wí fún wọn pé.
why trouble ye the woman?
èéṣe tí ẹ̀yin fi ń bá obìnrin náà wí.
Why trouble ye the woman?
kí ló dé tí ẹ fi ń bá obìnrin yìí wí.
He was not talking to Judas Iscariot,
kò bá jí Júdásì wí.
but he was talking to all of them.
gbogbo wọn ló ń bá sọ̀rọ̀.
Why trouble ye this woman?
kí ni ìdí tí ẹ fi ń da obìnrin yìí láàmú.
For she has wrought a good work upon me.
nítorí iṣẹ́ rere ni ó ṣe fún mi lára ni ó ṣe sí mi lára.
And they were not happy about the good thing he was doing on Jesus.
inú wọn ò dùn sóhun rere tí ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Jésù.
That was what Judas Iscariot saw.
ohun tí Júdásì rí nìyẹn.
So we have general hatred for this man.
a ní gbogbo wa ló jẹ́ pé ọkàn kan la ní fún ọkùnrin yìí.
So all of us don't love this man.
gbogbo wa gan la fẹ́ràn ọkùnrin yìí.
So all of us have seen the fault of this man.
gbogbo wa la rí pé ọkùnrin yìí láṣìṣe.
You must be very careful.
o gbọ́dọ̀ kíyèsára o.
What the generality or the public or the people around you are opposing, are saying bad, study it with the mind of Christ first before you do your own.
ohun tí àwọn ọ̀gọ̀rọ̀ tó wà láyìíká rẹ tí wọ́n bá ń fi ẹnu tẹ́ńbẹ́lú rẹ̀ tí wọ́n bu àtẹ́lù tí wọ́n ń sọ tí ò dá nípa rẹ̀ o gbọ́dọ̀ ní ọkàn tiẹ̀ o gbọ́dọ̀ fi ẹ̀mí Ọlọ́run gbé kó o tó mọ tó máa sọ.
Because it may launch you into the vacuum of trouble.
torí pé ó lè fi ọ́ sí ibi wàhálà bí ìdààmú kan.
Judas said, so all of us hate this man.
Júdásì wá rí i pé ọkàn kan náà gbogbo wa ní.
It's okay.
ó dá ń gbà yẹn.
Look at verse 11.
ẹ wo ẹsẹ̀ kọkànlá.
For ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always.
Jésù ló sọ fún wọn pé nígbà gbogbo ni ẹ̀yin sáà ní tálíkà pẹ̀lú yín ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀yin kò ní mi nígbà gbogbo.
Excuse me. How can you juxtapose that statement that Jesus told them, you don't have me all the time, to Matthew 28, I am with you always?
báwo lẹ ṣe fẹ́ fi ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn wéra wọn nígbà tí Jésù sọ pé ẹ ò ní mi nígbà gbogbo níbí àti Matthew 28 tó sọ wípé mo wà pẹ̀lú yín nígbà gbogbo.
That means
ìyẹn ni wípé
when your interest in Jesus is partial,
tí ìfẹ́ rẹ sí Jésù tó bá jẹ́ pé àbọ̀ ni
then you cannot always have Jesus with you.
ìyẹn ni pé Jésù ò lè wà pẹ̀lú rẹ nígbà gbogbo.
Do you hear?
ṣé ẹ gbọ́.
Because their love for Jesus here, Jesus discovered it was partial.
torí pé ìfẹ́ tí wọ́n ní sí Jésù ó rí i pé ìfẹ́ àbọ̀ ni.
Then look at it.
ẹ wò níbí.
Verse 12.
ẹsẹ̀ kejìlá.
For in that she had poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial.
nítorí ni èyí tí obìnrin yìí dà òróró ìkunra yìí sí mi lára ó ṣe é fún ìsìnkú mi.
Then Jesus said,
Jésù wá sọ wípé
I am going to immortalize this woman.
obìnrin yìí kò ní kú mọ́.
I will immortalize her name.
á jẹ́ orúkọ rẹ̀ wà láyéráyé.
Yes. He said, I am going to write a name in the golden with the golden bell.
màá kọ orúkọ rẹ̀ sínú ìhìnrere ti wúrà.
Verse 13.
ẹsẹ̀ 13.
Jesus said, verily I say unto you,
Jésù sọ wípé lóòótọ́ ni mo wí fún yín.
wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world,
níbikíbi tí a bá gbé wàásù ìhìnrere yìí ní gbogbo ayé.
there shall also this that this woman had done be told for a memorial of her.
níbẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ni a ó sì ròyìn èyí tí obìnrin yìí ṣe ní ìrántí rẹ̀.
Everybody look up here.
gbogbo ìyẹn wòkè.
Then Judas Iscariot was there.
Judas Iscariot wà níbẹ̀.
Something has inspired him.
ó ti rí n tó rú sókè.
If all of us hate him,
àtọ́bá yẹ pé gbogbo wa la kórìíra rẹ̀.
if all of us don't like anything that will give him comfort,
tó bá ṣe pé gbogbo wa náà nínú wa ò dùn sí kí kó wà nínú ìtura.
then if I betray him, all of you will support me.
kí n kúkú mú gbogbo ẹ̀ṣẹ̀.
If I betray him, all of you will support me.
tí mo bá dà á gbogbo wọn ni yóò dà
Gbogbo
á
yín
pọ̀ mọ́ mi.
gbogbo yín lẹ́ fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ nínú yá dùn sí mi. If I betray him,
tí mo bá dà á
all of you will be happy
gbogbo yín nínú yín yóò dùn.
because he has seen all of you against him.
torí pé ó ti rí gbogbo ọkàn gbogbo wọn lòdì sí.
All of them had indignation against
gbogbo
him.
wọn ni a ní ìrunú sí Jésù.
So he said, there is nothing I do, anybody can blame me. I am still going to do it in our name.
kò sí ohun tí mo lè ṣe tí ẹnikẹ́ni tí yóò dá mi lẹ́bi torí pé gbogbo wa ni a ní ọkàn ibi láti ṣe kí n kúkú gbé jáde.
Who told you Judas Iscariot was a thief? Who told you except the person who hated him because of his post?
ta ló gbọ́ tó sọ wípé olè ní Jésù
Júdásì.
olè ní Júdásì àfi ẹni tó kórìíra rẹ̀ nítorí ipò tó wà.
But this is what we are saying. What made them to call Judas Iscariot is the same scenario Matthew is reporting here.
ohun tí ó jẹ́ pé wọ́n sọ fún nípa Júdásì Iscariot òun náà ni nítorí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tí Matthew sọ níbí.
When Judas Iscariot saw,
nígbà tí Júdásì Iscariot rí
we have the same mind of hatred against him.
ọkàn ìrunú kan ṣoṣo ni gbogbo wa ní lòdì sí.
So that means if this man died, that means all of us will not have any regret or pain.
ìyẹn ni pé tí ọkùnrin bá wá kú kò sí ẹni tí yóò dùn nínú wa.
Be careful
kíyèsára o.
how you are using the behavior and the reason of others to determine your action.
bí o ṣe ń lo ìhùwàsí àwọn ẹlòmíràn láti mú èrò ọkàn rẹ ṣẹ.
Because it can launch you into the vacuum of disaster.
torí pé ó lè mú ọ wọnú wàhálà ńlá tó ní lè jáde.
Am I talking to
ṣé
you?
mò ń bá wa sọ̀rọ̀?
You can remember. How do you think of a church?
kí lẹ rò nípa ìjọ kan?
The old church said, one part they suggest that let's increase pastor's salary.
gbogbo ìjọ náà fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ wọ́n fohùn ṣọ̀kan wípé ẹ jẹ́ ká fi kún owó oṣù pásítọ̀.
Suddenly,
lójijì
the church turned back
ìjọ wa yí padà
and said, no,
wọ́n ní rárá.
we are not going to, at least what we are building house, we are doing this one. No, we are not going to increase his salary.
à ń kọ́lé lọ́wọ́ à ń ṣe lé lọ́wọ́ a ò lè fi kún owó oṣù olùṣọ́ àgùntàn.
They gave reasons why pastor's salary emolument could not be increased again.
wọ́n mú wọn fi ní lè fi kún owó oṣù olùṣọ́ àgùntàn.
A man
ọkùnrin kan
persuaded them, but they said, no,
ọkùnrin kò rọ gbogbo wọn ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n ní rárá.
can't you see this? Can't you see
sẹ́yìn yóò
this?
rèlé yẹn rèlé tá à ń ṣe owó náà là ń ná.
When we finish this, at least he's still going to enjoy it.
tá a bá parí gbogbo ohun tá à ń ṣe lọ́wọ́ yóò tún gbádùn.
One man
ọkùnrin kan
among them
láàrin wọn
did not allow their influence, their decision, their conclusion, their focus, their unity in focus, their unity in view, their unity in observation, their unity in reasoning.
ọkùnrin kan ṣoṣo kò jẹ́ kí èrò wọn àti èròǹgbà wọn àti ìfohùnṣọ̀kan wọn
He didn't allow it to determine his own mind, to change his own mind.
kò jẹ́ kí ó yí ọkàn rẹ̀ padà ìpinnu tó ti ní.
And he went to the pastor
ó bá lọ sọ́dọ̀ olùṣọ́ àgùntàn
secretly.
ní kọ̀kọ̀
Because the church told the pastor why they could not increase his salary.
torí pé ìjọ sọ fún olùṣọ́ àgùntàn ìdí tá a fi lè fowó kún owó oṣù yín báyìí
So please don't be offended.
pé olùṣọ́ àgùntàn ẹ má bínú o.
I will be paying double salary for you every month. I will be paying that amount. When you collect church loan, then I'll be giving you another salary, the same salary.
tí ìjọba ti san eléyìí tí ọkàn wọn fẹ́ máa san fún yín yẹn tán bá ti san fún yín eléyìí tó kù tá a fẹ́ fi kún yẹn èmi ni màá máa san lóṣooṣù.
And for till that man died, he was paying double salary for that pastor.
títí tí ọkùnrin yẹn fi kú ó ló ń san owó oṣù méjì ọ̀nà méjì ló san fún olùṣọ́ àgùntàn.
Listen to me.
ẹ tẹ́tí sílẹ̀.
The man died.
ọkùnrin yẹn kú.
One of his sons,
ọmọ rẹ̀ ọkùnrin kan.
Daughter.
ọmọ rẹ̀ obìnrin.
Had problem.
ó ní ìṣòro.
The same pastor who was in that church had been taken to somewhere that God was using that time.
olùṣọ́ àgùntàn yẹn a ti gbé kúrò nínú ìjọ yẹn a ti wá lọ gbé lọ sínú ìjọ míì tí Ọlọ́run ń lò.
That man's daughter now went to that pastor. He didn't know anything.
ọmọ ọkùnrin yẹn obìnrin ó wá lọ sọ́dọ̀ olùṣọ́ àgùntàn yẹn kò mọ nǹkan kan o.
Then it's for help, spiritual help.
fún ìrànlọ́wọ́ tẹ̀mí.
And prayer.
àti àdúrà.
Then she said, you are from where?
ó wá ní ibo ló ti wá olùṣọ́ àgùntàn bí.
The woman told the pastor.
obìnrin yẹn sọ fún olùṣọ́ àgùntàn.
He said,
ó ní.
I am from so place.
ibi báyìí ni mo ti wá.
Who's your father?
ta ni bàbá rẹ?
He mentioned the father.
ó dárúkọ bàbá rẹ̀.
He said, he was one of my elders in so church. Is it not that one?
ó ní alàgbà mi ó dàbí kó ń la ara àwọn alàgbà mi níjọ tí mo ti kúrò ní ṣé kìí ṣe bàbá yẹn ni. ṣé orúkọ tó o dá ìṣe bàbá yẹn ni. ó ní bàbá òun ni.
Is your father?
bàbá rẹ ni.
He said yes.
ó ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
He gave back to you?
ó bí ọgàn fúnra ẹ̀.
He said yes.
ó ní ẹ.
He said, go to that church and ask God what you want. Don't come here. Go to that church and tell God in that church that your father, when they rose against the pastor here, it is your father who was a succor to him.
lọ sínú ìjọ tí bàbá rẹ̀ lọ tó fi kú yẹn lọ síbẹ̀ kó lọ bèrè tó bá fẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run sọ fún Olúwa torí pé ńgbà tí wọ́n dìde lòdì sí olùṣọ́ àgùntàn tó wà níbẹ̀ bàbá rẹ̀ ló dìde láti ràn lọ́wọ́ kó o sọ fọ́lọ́run bẹ́ẹ̀.
He said God will take care of you.
ó ní Ọlọ́run yóò gbàkóso.
That was what eliminated. I can't tell you that problem. That was what eliminated it.
mi ò lè sọ ìṣòro yẹn fún yín ṣùgbọ́n tó mú ìṣòro obìnrin yẹn kúrò nìyẹn.
The woman then went back to that church to give testimony. Yeah, with boss with money.
obìnrin yẹn wá lọ sí ìjọ tí olùṣọ́ àgùntàn yẹn wà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ńgbà yẹn ó lọ jẹ́rìí àti owó àti mọ́tò.
When the Baba was doing Baba was doing that.
nígbà tí bàbá rẹ̀ ń ṣe yẹn.
The Baba was demonstrating a personal love to Jesus and never allow the united decision of the congregation to injure him.
bàbá rẹ̀ ó fi ìfẹ́ tó ní sí Jésù ó fi hàn kò jẹ́ kí àwọn ìgbìmọ̀jọ tí wọ́n ní ọkàn kan fún búburú kò jẹ́ kí èrò wọn kó yí tiẹ̀ padà.
When you are watching your set online, you are watching pastors online, if you are not careful, you will run into trouble.
tí ẹ bá ń wo móhùnmáwòrán yín ẹ̀rọ ìléwọ́ yín tẹ́ ẹ bá ń wò ayélujára tẹ́ ẹ ń wo àwọn pidánpidán olùṣọ́ àgùntàn tẹ́ ẹ bá múra ẹ wọnú wàhálà.
All these messages that do not connect you with Christ that are raining on social media, if you are not careful, you will enter into the vacuum of affliction and destruction.
gbogbo àwọn ìwàásù tó wà lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára tí kò so pọ̀ mọ́ Jésù tó o bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí wò tó bá pẹ́ yóò so ọmọ wàhálà àti ìdààmú.
When Judas saw
ńgbà Judas rí
the unanimous unity conclusion that okay, we all have the same hatred for this man.
torí ìfohùnṣọ̀kan búburú tí àwọn yòókù rẹ̀ ní wípé gbogbo wa la kórìíra Jésù.
Look at what happened.
ẹ wo ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀.
Verse 14.
ẹsẹ̀ kẹrìnlá.
I'm stopping now. Then one of the 12, look at it, then.
ó ní nígbà náà.
Then.
nígbà náà.
I love you so much. Then.
nígbà náà.
After you have seen it.
lẹ́yìn ìgbà tó ti rí.
Okay, this is our position.
okay ipò tá a wà sí ni.
Okay, this our collective position.
ìyẹn ni pé ibi tá a fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ sí ni.
Okay, this is our united mind
towards
towards this man.
ibi tí ìṣọ̀kan wá wà ní lòdì sí ọkùnrin yìí.
Okay, so I think we all love this man together.
mo ti rò pé a fẹ́ràn rẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ gbogbo wa ni.
That's right. That means if I do anything against him, he's still on the pedestal of the hatred we all had against him.
Tí bí wọ́n ti wá ṣe nǹkan tí ò dá sọ́kùnrin yìí, ó dá lé lórí kíkórìíra tí gbogbo wa kúkú kórìíra rẹ̀ ni.
Look at what helped Judas Iscariot.
Ǹjẹ́ ẹ rí n tó ru Júdásì sókè?
Then,
Nígbà náà,
one of his 12,
ìkan nínú àwọn 12
called Judas Iscariot,
tí a pè ní Júdásì Ìskárótù,
oh my God, went unto the chief priest
tọ̀ àwọn olórí àlùfáà lọ,
and said unto them,
ó sì wí pé,
what will you give me?
kí ni ẹ̀yin ò fi fún mi?
Excuse me, look up. Why? What will you give me?
Kí ló ṣe pé níbi tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni pé kí lẹ̀ ò fi fún mi?
Because
Nítorí pé
Jesus have denied them the alabaster oil. He didn't ask the woman to share little on the apostles.
torí pé Jésù kò jẹ́ kí ó dí obìnrin yẹn lọ́wọ́, kò jẹ́ kó ta díẹ̀díẹ̀ sórí àwọn àpọ́sítélì.
He could have remembered us now. Maybe we are his followers. How can he be the whole alabaster? The whole was born on. He didn't even remember us that they put something on Sister Adeniji, put something on Woli Tunji. Let's put someone on Adeniji. Okay, let's put some little one on Onoja. Why should it be that day alone?
Ló wá rò wípé kí ló dé tí ò fi jẹ́ kí wọ́n fi òróró yẹn díẹ̀díẹ̀ sí gbogbo wa lórí, kán fi sórí eléyìí, kán fi sórí tọ̀hún, tó fi jẹ́ pé orí òun nìkan ni wọ́n dàdé tó dẹ̀ ń sàn sílẹ̀.
What will you give me?
Ó wá ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn kí lẹ̀ ó fún mi.
This is the way I can take my own portion.
Ibi tèmi náà ti máa gba ẹ̀bùn tèmi nìyẹn, ìpín tèmi.
Are you here?
Ṣé ẹ wà níbí?
All of us suggested, let's sell this oil and give it to the poor. He didn't allow us, so that at least when we carry oil, Peter can touch and put little on his head. John can touch and put small on his head. Judas too can touch and put it on it before they sell it. But this time around, it's not coming to any of them.
Gbogbo wa la jọ fọ ohùn ṣọ̀kan wípé ó tiẹ̀ kó tiẹ̀ fi díẹ̀díẹ̀ lé wa lórí, kó fi díẹ̀díẹ̀, ṣùgbọ́n kò ṣe fún wa.
No, if they decided to sell the oil,
Tán bá pinnu láti ta òróró yẹn,
as John was going to sell it,
bí Jọ́ọ̀nù ṣe ń lọ láti tà á,
Peter will say, bring it, put finger there. Everybody will be touching it. But this time around, Jesus didn't allow the oil to be sold, so therefore nobody can access it.
Pétérù àṣàtẹ̀lé aníjẹ́ ń tọwọ́ bọ̀ kí n fi díẹ̀ kún rí, Jọ́ọ̀nù àtẹ̀lé aníjẹ́ ń fi díẹ̀ sórí, Mátíù àtẹ̀lé aníjẹ́ ń fi díẹ̀ sórí, ṣùgbọ́n lélẹ́yìí wọn rí nǹkan kan ṣe.
That was what Judas Iscariot saw.
Ohun tí Júdásì Ìskárótì rí nìyẹn o.
What will you give me?
Kí lẹ̀ fún mi?
Because nobody will oppose what I'm doing.
Torí kò sẹ́nì kankan tó lè takò mí ohun tí mò ń ṣe yìí.
Because we all have the same hatred for him.
Èrò kan náà la jọ ní fún un.
We have publicly insulted him in the open.
Ní gbangba láti dójú tì.
Even Peter didn't say, why are you saying that one to the master?
Pétérù gan kò sọ fún yín pé kí ló tó fi sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ sí ọ̀gá.
Even John the beloved didn't say, it's eligible to it now.
Jòhánù olùfẹ́ gan kò sọ wípé kí ló dé ó tọ́ sí i.
Nobody.
Kò sẹ́nì kankan tó sọ anything.
They unanimously agreed to deprive Jesus of that oil.
Wọ́n fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan nínú ṣọ̀kan ọkàn wọn pé kí Jésù má nípìn nínú ohun tó dára.
And when Judas Iscariot saw that,
Nígbà Júdásì Ìskárótì wá rí i,
it engineered something out of his mind.
ó ru nǹkan kan sókè nínú ọkàn rẹ̀.
Be careful when you are hearing what is bad. Be careful when you are seeing what is bad. Be careful when you are seeing what the general public is consenting upon.
Kíyèsára nígbà tó bá ń gbọ́rọ̀ tí ò dáa, kíyèsára nígbà tó bá ń fojú rẹ̀ rí tí ò dára, kíyèsára nígbà tí ọ̀gọ̀rọ̀ èyí tán bá fohùn ṣọ̀kan lórí tí ò dára ní gbangba tàbí níbì kan.
Because it can engineer something different inside of you.
Ó lè ru nǹkan tí ò dáa sókè nínú rẹ̀.
And he left.
Ó sì lọ.
And that was what became the trouble of Judas Iscariot.
Ohun tó wá jẹ́ wàhálà Júdásì Ìskárótì nìyẹn.
I believe that will not be your portion.
Mo gbàdúrà ò ní jẹ́ ìpín rẹ.
I said that will not be your portion.
Mo ní yẹn ò ní jẹ́ ìpín rẹ.
That will be your portion.
Mo ní yẹn ò ní jẹ́ ìpín rẹ.
You are going to pray.
Wàá gbàdúrà o.
Lord,
Olúwa,
a heart
ọkàn
different from other people's hearts
tó yàtọ̀ sí ọkàn àwọn ẹlòmíràn
that will love you.
tí ó fẹ́ràn rẹ
Put it inside of me.
fi sínú ọkàn.
A heart
ọkàn
that will be different from the heart of the pastor.
tí ó yàtọ̀ sí ọkàn ẹlòmíràn
From the heart of the pastor.
tí yàtọ̀ sí ọkàn olùṣọ́ àgùntàn.
Lord,
olúwa
give me that heart
fún mi nírú ọkàn bẹ́ẹ̀
that will love you.
tí ó fẹ́ràn rẹ.
A heart
ọkàn
that will be different
tí ó yàtọ̀
from every other person's heart.
sí gbogbo ọkàn àwọn ènìyàn tó wà ní orílẹ̀ ayé.
Heart
ọkàn
that will love you.
tí ó fẹ́ràn rẹ.
Lord, put it inside
olúwa
of
fi
me.
sínú ọkàn mi
Open your
lónìí.
mouth to pray for
ó yá
yourself.
lanu kó gbàdúrà.
Open your mouth to pray for yourself. Open your mouth to pray for yourself.
gbàdúrà.
Open your mouth to pray for yourself.
gbàdúrà.
Your miracle is in this prayer.
Iṣẹ́ ìyanu rẹ wà nínú àdúrà yìí.
Your miracle is in this prayer.
Iṣẹ́ ìyanu rẹ wà nínú àdúrà yìí.
When you love him
tó o
wholeheartedly,
bá fi gbogbo ọkàn rẹ fẹ́.
without anyone mobilizing you, motivating you against that love,
láì ṣe pé ẹnìkan ló ń tì ọ́ gbọ̀ngbọ̀n láti fẹ́ràn Jésù.
Jesus will show up in your life.
Jésù yóò farahàn ní ayé rẹ.
You see Mary, what he did at the tomb.
Orí tí Màríà ṣe ní ẹnubojì.
When everybody have gone,
Nígbà gbogbo èèyàn ti lọ.
he said, no, I am not going.
Ó ní rárá mi ò lọ
I
o.
want to see him.
Mo fẹ́ rí i.
Mary was weeping.
Màríà ń sọkún.
And Jesus showed up to Mary.
Jésù wá fi ara hàn fún
I
Jésù
said,
Màríà.
Lord, give me the heart
Olúwa fún mi ní ọkàn.
that is different from every other
Ó
heart
yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo ọkàn
that will
pátápátá.
make me to love you.
Tí yóò jẹ́ kí n fẹ́ràn rẹ.
I am not asking for the heart that will love my church, that will love my pastor, that will love my
Èmi
religion.
kò béèrè ọkàn tí yóò mú mi fẹ́ràn ẹ̀sìn mi tàbí tí yóò mú mi fẹ́ràn olùṣọ́ àgùntàn tàbí tí yóò mú mi fẹ́ràn ìjọ mi.
But I'm asking for the heart that will make me to love you.
Ṣùgbọ́n mò ń béèrè ọkàn tí yóò jẹ́ kí n fẹ́ràn rẹ
When
Jésù.
you love him,
Tó o bá ti fẹ́ràn Jésù.
the reflection of that love will come on your pastor, on the church, and other people.
Ìfarahàn fẹ́ yẹn yóò farahàn nínú ayé olùṣọ́ àgùntàn rẹ àti nínú ayé ìjọ rẹ.
Open your mouth to pray.
Lánàá rẹ kó o fi gbàdúrà o.
Judas Iscariot
Judas
was
Iscariot.
engineered
Judas Iscariot arú sókè.
by the indignation of all the disciples.
Nípa ìrunú tí àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀yìn yòókù ní.
Open your mouth to pray for
Lánàá rẹ
yourself
gbàdúrà fúnra rẹ o.
and say, Lord, hear my
Olúwa.
voice.
Olúwa bí ni mo wà.
Give me the heart,
Fún mi ní ọkàn.
heart
Ọkàn.
that will love you,
Tí yóò fẹ́ràn rẹ.
that will love
Tí
you,
yóò fẹ́ràn rẹ.
heart
Ọkàn.
that will love you.
Tí yóò fẹ́ràn
Open
rẹ.
your mouth to pray.
Lánàá rẹ kó o
Open your
gbàdúrà.
mouth to pray.
Lánàá rẹ kó o gbàdúrà.
Your miracle prayer is in that prayer.
Iṣẹ́ ìyanu rẹ ó wà nínú àdúrà yẹn.
Hey, Abraham loved the Lord.
Ábúráhámù fẹ́ràn Ọlọ́run.
The Lord said we cannot go to Sodom except we report to Abraham.
Olúwa sọ pé àlè lọ sí Sódómù àyàfi tá a bá sọ fún Ábúráhámù.
And they came to Abraham.
Wọ́n wá tọ̀ Ábúráhámù wá.
Abraham was not asking the Lord to come to him.
Ábúráhámù ò sọ pé k'Olúwa wá sọ́dọ̀ òun.
But when the Lord saw Abraham loved him,
Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí Olúwa rí pé Ábúráhámù fẹ́ràn òun.
if the Lord has seen that you love him and I love him, he will show up on our case and matter.
Tí Olúwa bá ti rí pé o fẹ́ràn òun yóò farahàn nínú gbogbo tó ń là kọjá.
Everybody open up your mouth to talk to the Lord.
Gbogbo ènìyàn lánàá rẹ máa bọ́lúwa sọ̀rọ̀.
Oh Lord, give me the heart that will love you.
Olúwa fún mi ní ọkàn tí yóò fẹ́ràn rẹ̀.
A heart that is not the same with any other heart.
Olúwa ọkàn tí yóò tó yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo ọkàn àwọn ènìyàn.
Open your mouth to pray for
Lánàá rẹ
yourself.
kó o máa gbàdúrà fúnra rẹ.
You need that heart, brother.
O nílò orú ọkàn bẹ́ẹ̀ bàbá.
You need that heart, sister.
O nílò orú ọkàn bẹ́ẹ̀ àǹtí.
You need that heart, Baba.
Onírúurú ọkàn bẹ́ẹ̀ bàbá.
You need that heart, Mama.
O nílò orú ọkàn bẹ́ẹ̀ màmá.
A different heart from any other person's
Ọkàn tó
heart.
yàtọ̀ sí tẹlòmíràn.
Open your mouth to pray.
Lánàá rẹ kó o máa
Open your mouth to
gbàdúrà.
pray.
Máa gbàdúrà.
Open your mouth to pray.
Lánàá rẹ kó o gbàdúrà.
This is a serious prayer for everybody to pray.
Àdúrà tó ṣe gbòógì tó ṣe tó dára nìyẹn.
Lord,
Olúwa.
give me the heart that will love you.
Fún mi ní ọkàn tí yóò fẹ́ràn rẹ.
Oh Lord, love you more than every other thing in this world.
Olúwa ọkàn tí yóò fẹ́ràn rẹ ju gbogbo ohunkóhun lọ́nú ayé yìí.
The disciples,
Àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀yìn.
the apostles,
Àwọn àpòstélì.
they love alabaster oil more than Jesus
Wọ́n
Christ.
fẹ́ràn òróró alabasta ju Jésù lọ.
What do you love more than Jesus Christ?
Kí ni ìwọ náà fẹ́ràn ju Jésù lọ?
Open your mouth to pray.
Lánàá rẹ kó o máa
Oh
gbàdúrà.
God,
Olúwa.
give me the heart that will love you more than every other thing in the world.
Fẹ́ràn rẹ ju ohunkóhun nú ayé yìí lọ.
I say pray this
Mo
prayer.
ní o gbàdúrà.
Pray this prayer.
Gbàdúrà.
Open your mouth to pray.
lẹ́nu rẹ kó gbàdúrà.
When you love him,
nígbà tó bá fẹ́ràn rẹ̀.
even you will not even pray, will come to you.
àwọn tó gbàdúrà, àwọn tó tiẹ̀ ronú wá tọ̀ wá.
Jesus will come to you.
Jésù yóò tọ̀ wá.
For what you don't ask him to do, he will do it.
ohun tó o béèrè kó ṣe gan-an á ṣe fún ẹ.
Because he has seen that you love him.
torí kó ti rí pé o fẹ́ràn òun.
Open your mouth to pray and say,
lẹ́nu
God,
rẹ kó gbàdúrà sọ pé
change my heart
yí ọkàn mi padà.
to love you
pàrọ̀ ọkàn mi kí
more
n lè
than
fẹ́ràn
every
rẹ.
other thing in the world.
kí n lè fẹ́ràn rẹ ju gbogbo èèyàn lọ.
Open your mouth to be praying. Open your mouth. Open your
lẹ́nu
mouth.
rẹ kó máa gbàdúrà.
In the name of Jesus.
Jésù.
Begin to pray. Begin to pray.
máa gbàdúrà máa gbàdúrà máa gbàdúrà. Olúwa fún mi ọkàn tí ó fẹ́ràn rẹ títí gbogbo ọjọ́ ayé mi. ọkàn tí ó fẹ́ràn rẹ ní gbogbo ọjọ́ ayé mi. Olúwa fi fún mi ọkàn tí ó fẹ́ràn rẹ ju ohun tó wà nú ayé yìí lọ. ọkàn tí ó fẹ́ràn rẹ ju ọkàn mìíràn tó wà nú ayé yìí lọ. Olúwa fi fún mi